Angry guy here, and women are furious as men call themselves the prize. Guys, if you're enjoying this content, please help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Now let's begin. Women are furious as men call themselves the prize. Let's just go ahead and jump into the first video.
Women aren't the only prize, men are
Yes,
prizes
she
too.
is. Women are we have intrinsic value. We are the prize. Like,
What?
men go to work for women.
Wait, what?
Yeah, why do you go to work? To
I go
pay
to-
bills for your woman in
No,
the
for
future.
myself.
These women don't honestly comprehend that men have a life outside of women. Men have desires outside of women. Men do not need women to survive. It's women who need men to survive. And they're literally lost in this nonsense right now.
The woman is the prize, ladies are all too happy to say. So what does that make the man if we are to think this way? He must be the champion because champions pursue their prize. But honey, the prize will not be pursued if it lacks value in his eyes. In his divine masculine energy, the feminine woman he will certainly chase. That's if she's perceived as worthy of this highly expensive race. But it's not every woman he will spend the effort and valuable time needed to pursue. No, he must be highly motivated if he decides to make that lady his number one boo. Yes, if in his eyes she's valuable, much like a prized Super Bowl ring, he'll give his time, his energy, his money. Shoot, he'll give her almost anything. But if he looks at her and sees nothing more than a Little League participation award, it's silly to think she'd be something he'd chase or even attempt to move mountains for. So should we value him less because this champion so boldly goes after his goal? Why should we? That sounds absurd. He's only playing his masculine gender role. Men and women can be compared to musical notes that we so naturally play. Let's say the women are a beautifully sharp C and the men are a handsomely flat A. We should all stop fighting. We just look so foolish trying to all sound like middle C when anyone who knows music know that chords sound so much better. Instead, let's make harmony.
Now, this is just like a cleanup right here because women see what's happening. There are some black women who realize, yeah, this is it for us. The men are walking away. They're becoming passport kings. They don't want these relationships. They don't want the stress. They're not going to put up with it anymore. And these modern day women cannot comprehend that. They just cannot comprehend that they are not the prize. And they will scream and they will holler and they will go to great lengths to keep spreading this lie. Because here's the thing. The only thing that a man can judge a woman on is how she looks when he first meets her. And it doesn't matter how great her personality is. And most women have not developed their personalities today. So they expect men to carry every conversation. However, all he can judge her on is based on her looks on when he first meets her, and then he has to get to know her. A man comes to the relationship with his value. He is a provider and a protector. And she can determine whether or not what he's providing and how he protects is sufficient for her. However, he does not know what she has to offer until they're actually in a relationship. And she then begins creating value in the relationship, which is one of the reasons why men have to be very, very careful who they spend their money on and who they invest their time in. How foolish would it be to spend $200, $300 just to speak to someone who, go on a date with someone whom you very well may end up not being in a relationship with? That's nonsense. Spending that kind of money is done with people that that know each other very well. You spend that kind of money on a girlfriend, and you don't just spend it every single day. Most of the time, you'll be going to grab Chipotle with your girlfriend, or maybe you'll go to Denny's or IHOP. Guys, these women in modern day society are they've lost their minds. IHOP is incredible. Denny's is life. Cheesecake Factory, I've never been there, but there's a lot of people who swear by Cheesecake Factory. I don't know what these women are thinking. I love Whoppers. I love having the triple Whopper with Swiss cheese, and mustard. I get have the onions removed because I like onions, but you know how it is. Their onion rings are pretty awesome. These are some of the nicest things in life. Being able to enjoy these things. You always see comments from Mayumi. Oh my gosh, Miss Mayumi. So Miss Mayumi is visiting Japan with her family, and I was like thinking, okay, so she's gonna, have some normal Japanese food now. Nope. In the like next sentence from her, she's talking about enjoying Japanese style Burger King. Like it's just unbelievable how much she enjoys, fast food. But here's something intriguing. Women over in the Philippines, they love fried chicken. They love Jollibee. Jollibee is a fried chicken chain in the Philippines, and they make actually pretty good chicken. I have tried their chicken, but I did not like it so much. Like the outside is great. It's like the crisp is incredible, but unfortunately, but like the chicken itself kind of sucks, but that's because it's American chicken and they're using these big fat pieces of chicken. So I've heard that compare that in Jollibee, Jollibee's in the Philippines is absolutely night and day. And I can absolutely understand this because many years ago, over 20 years ago, I went to Jamaica for spring break and I was like literally blown away. Like, we were staying at a resort and they had like, the Rastafarians like making jerk chicken on the beach. And so right outside of the hotel or motel we were staying at. And you buy jerk chicken from these guys, and the jerk chicken is completely different. It's nothing like what you have in America, nothing like what you have in Western society. The chicken is small, but it tastes so good, and you're like, this is a chicken. And that's when you realize for the first time that these giant birds that you have in the US, they're like filled with hormones and all this other stuff to make them grow into these huge sizes. And this is not what meat is even supposed to look like. And you start to realize that there's so much more to life, and culture and class and everything, and there's so much to experience. But women in Western society, their views, like they're literally in a box right now. They can no longer enjoy the simple things in life. So much of life, so many of the best aspects of life are not things that require significant amounts of money. Going on a trail, like going on a hike with your significant other or friends. That's so cool. Like hiking, camping out in the woods. Like, that's something that's really awesome. How many modern day women do you think want to go camping? Not one of them. Not one of them. They can't handle it. They can't handle it. Even gardening, flower. There was a time in Western society. I remember Mayumi mentioning this, that she loves gardening, and she's been passing those skill sets on to her daughter or daughters now maybe. And it's crazy because there was a time where flower arrangement, gardening, even pottery, these were things that women prided themselves on and they were good at, and these were very valuable skill sets. Most modern day women will not put their hands in the dirt. They would never learn gardening. And that's something that basically that's man's work. Learning how to do things, learning how to have these kinds of skill sets, those are things for men to do. The average woman is too good for these things. And you know what? They don't even realize that they have nothing to offer men other than their presence, which is what they say. A real man doesn't ask anything from a woman. You know, her presence is her value. Like, what? Get out of here.
To say it's going to hurt a lot of women, but this is not my intention. But you need to understand that if you do not feel like you are bringing value in somebody's life, if somebody does not tell you or people around you do not make you feel like you are bringing value in their life, and when you bring value in people's life, you know you're bringing value in people's life. If you do not feel like you're bringing value in people's life, then you need to stop saying that you are the price. Why? Because somebody that is the price is somebody that brings value. And as somebody who used to struggle with this as well myself, I used to feel like I wasn't bringing value in anybody's life. And I actually wasn't really bringing value until I started investing in myself. I started investing in my education. And when I mean education, I'm not talking about just school. I'm talking about mentally. I'm talking about investing in the woman that I want to become. And once I started seeing the growth, the people around me was growing as well. And now I actually feel like I bring value in people's life. Like, I know my value. I know what I bring. I know, and I can say out loud that everybody that is around me, you cannot be around me and you are not growing. You cannot be around me you do not become the best version of yourself. If you are in my circle, and I'm talking about in my close circle, and we are talking every single day, you are going to become a better version of yourself just because you're around me. And I know that. And that's what I mean by knowing your value. And if you're at that point of your life where you don't really know your value, baby girl, I urge you to start investing in yourself. I urge you to start doing the thing that you know future you will be proud. Because that's how you start. You know there's a woman that you want to become. You know the type of woman you want to become. Now you need to do the type of action that that woman will do. And I promise you, by putting in the work, you are going to start feeling like that woman. Once you will start feeling like that woman, you will understand that you have so much value.
The problem is for a woman to, have value in the sense that, she is the prize, she has to actually have the kind of value that a man wants. Y- For example, women overseas are raised to be wives, mothers, caretakers, from their little girls. So by the time they become adults, they can cook, they can clean, they do these things naturally. They are loving, they are friendly, they're fit. And these are things that they do naturally because it's a part of their culture versus women in Western society. And women in Western society don't comprehend that, listen, bro, you have to actually provide the things that a man wants. If a man wants a woman who is fit, if most men want a women who are fit, feminine, friendly, and actually make their lives better, because of the utility that they're creating in the relationship through them raising children, through them making his environment more livable, his home his home happier and more comfortable for him by cooking foods that he enjoys and cutting up his food for him by giving him a massage when he comes home from work. These are ways of creating value. Modern day women don't know anything about that. They have no idea of what it goes into creating actual value in a relationship because it's something they've never really had to do. That's why they say their presence is enough. Guys, if you're enjoying these videos, help get this channel to 100,000 subscribers on our journey to 2 million by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications to never miss another video ever again. Women are furious as men call themselves the prize. What do you guys think regarding this and regarding everything we've discussed here today? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWAM and walking away. And cheers.